Hi there, this is Thomas Eugene Schussler III, and welcome to our Magic the Gathering Streets of NC Draft Booster Box opening. And if you haven't seen it already, I have uploaded a set booster box opening of the same release set. So go check that out if you want. Oh, you got one of these in here too, huh? Same guy. So we got the same box topper, dude, as we did in the set box, and we got one of these. This will tell you all the different fractions. They're all 3 colored factions. Kind of gives you a little rundown of what they stand for and everything. Standard Magic color code system stuff. Get my little box topper opened up real quick. How many boosters we got in here? I forgot how many boosters it has. Let's see if we can find the numbers. And on the top, where does it tell you the number? It should tell you how many. 36. We got 36 boosters in here. All right. So let's split them up. There we go. All right. And let's get this show on the road, huh? Maybe. Maybe we'll get it on the road. There we go. All right. Dig up the body, 2 in a swamp, casualty 1. And casualty is, as you cast this spell, you may sacrifice a creature with power 1 or greater. The power is going to be equal to the casualty. When you do copy this spell, mill 2 cards, then you may return a creature card from your graveyard to your hand. And milling is putting a card from the top of your deck into your graveyard if you're not familiar with Magic rules. This is a good one I like because you could just return the creature that you sacked for the casualty deal right back into your hand, so that's pretty cool. Make disappear, 1 in an island, it's an instant. Casualty 1, counter target spell unless its controller pays 2. Backup agent, 1 in a plains. When backup agent enters the battlefield, put a 1/1 counter on target creature. This is a nifty little guy, he's a 1/1 human citizen. Wrecking Crew, this guy's cool. 4 in a mountain. He's a 4/5 human warrior with reach and trample. This one's awesome, dude. Glittermonger, 3 in a forest. It's a elf rogue, 1/4, and it's got tap, create a treasure token. And I like my elves. Elves, wizards, and dragons are my favorite. There's another elf right there. Rakish Revelers. We got a lot of these in the set booster. 2, a mountain, a forest, and a plains. It's a 5/3 elf druid rogue. 1 Rakish Revelers enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 green and white citizen creature token. And there's quite a few of them that have this 2 exile it, attach it, exile it, and target a land. And that land gains tap to produce 1 of 3 different types of mana. The mana cost that's in the card. Until you cast it, and you can cast it from exile. So there's quite a few of them that have this 2 attached to land ability. These are awesome. So these are like an Evolving Wilds, other than it auto sacks when you play it. You'll be able to look for 3 different types of lands depending on which land you're playing, and then you gain 1 life when you do it. There's a couple different versions of these. Strangle Mountain. Strangle deals 3 damage to target creature or planeswalker. Quick Draw Dagger. This one's pretty cool. 3, it's an artifact equipment with flash, which means you can play it during anybody's turn. When Quick Draw during any turn, when Quick Draw Dagger enters the battlefield, attach it to target creature you control. That creature gains first strike until end of turn, and equipped creature gets +1/+1. Its equip cost is 1, so that's a pretty nifty one. This one's cool. Darling of the Masses, 2, a forest and a plains. It's a 2/4 elf citizen. Other citizens you control get +1/+0. And whenever it attacks, create a 1/1 green and white citizen creature token. This one's pretty cool. There's a lot of cool shit in this set. This is a good set, man. Illicit Shipment. 3 and 2 swamps. It's got casualty 3. Search your library for a card, put it into your hand, then shuffle. So it's pretty much a high-cost demonic tutor, but you can copy it and get 2 cards instead of 1. Wing Shield Agent. Yeah, this guy's not so spiffy. 2 in an island. When it enters the battlefield, it enters the battlefield with a shield counter on it. A shield counter is if it would be dealt damage or destroyed, remove a shield counter from it instead. So it's got like protection on it. Whenever it attacks, up to 1 other target creature gains flying until end of turn. It's a 2/3 human soldier. Widespread Thieving. 2 in a mountain. Not sure I've seen this one. Enchantment, Hideaway 5. So Hideaway is when this enchantment enters the battlefield. Look at the top 5 cards of your library. Exile 1 of them face down. Then put the rest on the bottom in a random order. It says Hideaway 5. How many cards you're going to look at from the top of your deck is equal to the Hideaway. I think they're all 5 in this set. Whenever you cast a multicolored spell, create a treasure token. Then you may pay 1 of every color. If you do, you may pay the exiled card without paying its mana cost. Whenever you cast a multicolored spell, create... Oh, okay, then you can play the... So you create a treasure token every time you play a multi... That one's pretty cool. That's a neat one. Majestic Metamorphosis. 2 in an island. Until end of turn, target artifact or creature becomes a 4/4 angel artifact creature and gains flying. Draw a card, and it's an instant. That's a pretty nifty one. We got a Spiffy Mountain and a Citizen token. So far, I haven't seen a token I don't like in this set. So the artwork on them's really good. Oh my god, that one actually opened easy. We got trash. Except these things. I don't actually count these as tokens. They're little trash cards, man. My god. Exhibition Magician. 2 in a mountain. It's a 2/1 human wizard. When Exhibition Magician enters the battlefield, choose 1. Create a 1/1 green-white citizen creature token or create a treasure token. For 3, you're not so spiffy. Most Wanted, 2 in a forest. It's an enchantment creature with flash. Enchant creature gets +2/+1, and when it dies, create 2 treasure tokens. That's a spiffy one. Deal Gone Bad, 3 in a swamp. Target creature gets -3/-3 until end of turn. Target player mills 3 cards. Witness Protection. It costs an island. It's an enchantment aura. Enchant creature. Enchanted creature loses all abilities and is a green and white citizen creature with base power and toughness 1/1 named Legitimate Business Person. Hold for Ransom. 1 in a plains. It's an enchant creature. Enchanted creature can't attack or block and has 7. Hold for Ransom's controller sacrifices it and draws a card. Activate only as a sorcery. Antagonize. 1 and a mountain. Target creature gets +4/+3 until end of turn. That's a cool one. Spara's Adjutants. 2, a forest, a plains, and an island. It's a 4/4 cat citizen. When it enters the battlefield, target creature an opponent controls can't attack or block until your next turn. And it's got the exile equipped to a land ability. You got a bunch of these too. It's a dual land. It enters tapped. It's a dual land, and for 2 and the dual land producing cost, you can sack it to draw a card. There's a bunch of lands just like that for all the different colors. Body Dropper. This guy's cool. Swamp in a Mountain. He's a 2/2 Devil Warrior. Whenever you sacrifice another creature, put a 1/1 counter on Body Dropper. Swamp in a Mountain. Sacrifice another creature. Body Dropper gains menace until end of turn. Broker's Initiative. Cost of plains. It's a 0/4 cat citizen. And for 4 and either a forest or an island, it can become its base power and toughness becomes 5/5 until end of turn. Unlucky Witness. It cost a mountain. It's a 1/1 human citizen. When Unlucky Witness dies, exile the top 2 cards of your library. Until your next end step, you may play one of those cards. Not too impressed with you, guy. Fairy Vandal, 1 in an island. It's a 1/2 fairy rogue with flash and flying. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, put a 1/1 counter on Fairy Vandal. But it only counts for the second card, unfortunately. Bouncer's Beatdown, 2 in a forest. This spell costs 2 less to cast. If it targets a black permanent, it's an instant. Bouncer's Beatdown deals X damage to target creature or planeswalker, where X is the greatest power among creatures you control. If that creature or planeswalker would die this turn, exile it instead. Saguin Spy? We're going to go with that. 2 in a swamp. It's a 2/3 vampire rogue, so this is my brother's type of card right here. He likes vampires and rogues, and this is both of them in one, so this is his type of card here. It's got Menace and Lifelink. 1, sacrifice another creature. Look at the top card of your library. You may put that card into your graveyard. At the beginning of your end step, if there are 5 or more mana values among cards in your graveyard, you may pay 2 life. If you do, draw a card. Huh. You're a spiffy one, guy. And we got a normal plains. No spiffy land in that one. That one opened easy. Let's keep that train of opening them easy going, man. So we got the Rhino Warrior creature token there. Let's put these over here, put that over there. Kind of organize this a little bit. There we go. Make some room. Majestic Metamorphosis. We've seen that one. Gathering Throng, 2 in a plains. When Gathering Throng enters the battlefield, you may search your library for any number of cards named Gathering Throng, reveal them, and put them into your hand, then shuffle. It's a 3/1 human citizen, and it's a nifty card, but it's absolutely useless for me because I play Commander format, so that's not going to do us any good. Riveter's Initiate, 1 in a mountain. It's a 2/2 Vagino citizen, and for 1 and a swamp or forest, Riveter's Initiate and gains Death Touch until end of turn. High Rise Sajak, 2 and a forest. It's a 2/3 elf citizen with reach. And whenever it blocks a creature with flying, it gets +2/+0 until end of turn. Join the Masses, 4 in a swamp. It's got Casualty 2, and it creates a 4/3 Black Orc Warrior creature token. I am not impressed with you, guy. You kind of suck. Obscura Initiate, 2 in an island. It's a 2/2 bird citizen with flying, and for 1 in a plains or swamp, it gains lifelink until end of turn. You're not too shabby there. Civil Servant, forest in a plains. It's a 2/3 cat citizen, and whenever it attacks, you may tap another untapped citizen you control. If you do, it gets +1/+0 and gains lifelink until end of turn. And this wouldn't be all that spiffy other than the lifelink ability. That made the difference. Gilded Pinions. I don't think I've seen this one. 2. It's an artifact equipment. When it enters the battlefield, create a treasure token. Equipped creature has flying, and its equipped cost is 2. Oh, that's not too shabby of a one. And there's another one of our, evolving wild type lands that gives you a gain 1 life. Scuttling Butler, costs 3. It's an artifact construct, 4/1. At the beginning of combat on your turn, if you control 2 or more multicolored permanents, it gains double strike until end of turn. Not too shabby. There's a bunch of these charms, so you've got pretty much a charm for each of the one of these tribes here, and there's one charm for each of them, and they're all pretty spiffy. This one is an island, a swamp, and a mountain. Choose one, and they're all going to have this choose one ability. They're all going to cost 1 of each of whatever color system it's set up on, and then it's going to have a choose one. This one is look at the top 5 cards of your library, put 1 of those cards into your hand and the rest into your graveyard, or each opponent loses 3 life and you gain 3 life, or it deals 5 damage to target creature or planeswalker. And I think this is my least favorite of all of them, and even that one's not too shabby. An offer you can't refuse. It costs an island. Counter target non-creature spell. Its controller creates 2 treasure tokens. And I'm not a fan of that one because I'm not a fan of giving my opponent tokens. So, Evelyn the Covetous. 2, an island or swamp, and swamp or mountain. It is a 2/5 vampire rogue with flash, and whenever it or another vampire enters the battlefield under your control, exile the top card of each player's library with a collection counter on it. Once each turn, you may play a card from exile with a collection counter on it if it was exiled by an ability you controlled, and you may spend mana as though it were mana of any color to cast it. That's a really spiffy one. That's my brother's type of card right there. He'll probably make a deck out of that, I'm sure, because he likes, ironically, he likes the exile mechanic, exile and stuff, and being able to play it. He's got a whole deck based off of that, and he likes vampires and rogues. So that's like everything he's looking for, all in one fucking card. It's even a commander, man. So, Glamorous Outlaw. I wasn't impressed with this one. 3, an island, a swamp, and a mountain. It is a 4/5 vampire rogue. And when it enters the battlefield, it deals 2 damage to each opponent, and you scry 2. It costs damn 6 to play, though. And it's got the exile attached to land ability there, and we got a swamp. Alright, let's see if we can keep these opening easy. Oh my god, they are. Holy shit. Let's keep that train rolling, man. I like not having to struggle to open the damn pack. Holy hell. And we got another citizen token there. That goes up there. Hopefully I put the last one up there where it goes. Capenna, whatever, the City Express. 3 and a forest. It's an artifact vehicle 6/6. And you can use a treasure to crew it instead of a creature. Sacrifice a treasure, it becomes an artifact creature until end of turn, or you can crew it for 3. So, I mean, not too impressive, but not terrible, because it only cost 4 for the 6/6, so. Crooked Custodian, 1 in a swamp. It is a 3/2 org rogue, and it enters the battlefield tapped, so we're not impressed with you, guy. Case the Joint. 3 in an island. Draw 2 cards, then look at the top card of each player's library. It's an instant, and that's one of those spiffy ones. I'm pretty fond of that one. Speakeasy Server, 4 in a plains. It's a 3/3 bird citizen with flying. And when it enters, you gain 1 life for each other creature you control. And I really like this card because I like slamming the field with creatures. It's kind of like my play style. And so that works out really good for us there. This is a cool one I like. Big score, 3 in a mountain. You have to sacrifice a card as an addition to play it. And it's an instant that lets you draw 2 cards and create 2 treasure tokens. So that I really like that one. I like drawing cards and creating treasure tokens. So, Attended Socialite, 1 in a forest. It's a 2/1 elf druid with alliance. And alliance is whenever another creature enters the battlefield, it will trigger an effect. And this one is Intended Socialite gets +1/+1 until end of turn. So it's not too spazzy, but it's a 2/1 elf for 2 forests. So I won't say no to elves almost ever. There's almost no elves I'll say no to. There's another one of our Evolving Wild style type lands that give you +1. Echo Inspector, 3 in an island. It's a 2/3 bird rogue with flying, and when it enters the battlefield, it connives. So connive is you draw a card, and then you have to discard a card. If you discard a non-land card, you put a 1/1 counter on that creature. So it's a pretty neat little ability, the connive. You just got to be careful. You don't want to discard your entire deck unless you got ways to shuffle back up. We got another Evolving Wilds type land. These are really good, so we like seeing these lands right here. They're freaking awesome. Search for something and gain a life. Halo Scarab. Cost 2. It's a 2/1 insect artifact. And for 2, you can exile it from your graveyard to create a treasure token. So even after it dies, it's useful to you. This one is cool. I am a big fan of this. This is like the 3rd or 4th one of these I got. Exile Exotic Pets. 1, a plains and an island. It's an instant. It creates 2 1/1 bluefish creature tokens with This creature can't be blocked. And then for each kind of counter among creatures you control, put a counter of that kind on either of those tokens. This is a really fucking cool card for 3, dude. I am a big time fan of that one. I really like that card, man. Call in a professional, 2 and a mountain. It's an instant. Players can't gain life this turn. Damage can't be prevented this turn. Call in a professional, deals 3 damage to any target. So it's kind of a multi-purpose one that can either stop someone from gaining a lot of life or preventing someone from preventing damage. And you deal 3 damage to any target. So that's a pretty nifty multifaceted card there. Fatal Grudge. Cost a swamp and a mountain. It's a sorcery. As an additional cost to cast this spell, you have to sacrifice a non-land permanent. Each opponent chooses a permanent they control that shares a type with the sacrificed permanent and sacrifices it. And then you draw a card. It's a pretty good one there. Refines Tower. Oh, this is just another one of those. No, this is one of the cycle lands. So you also got a bunch of these type of lands that'll produce one of 3 different colors that'll have cycling. They always enter tapped. So this is one of those cycling lands. So when I say it's one of the cycling lands, we got a spiffy plains there. There's your spiffy plains. When I say we got a cycling land, you know what I'm talking about now. Let's see if we can get this to open right. Oh yeah, that wasn't too hard. There we go. Prize fight. That's a good one there. What's our token? Let's take a look at our token first. A rogue token. 2/2 rogue. That's a cool one. I like all the tokens from this set, man. I don't think I've seen one I don't like yet. Prize fight. 1 and a forest. It's an instant. Target creature you control fights target creature you don't control, and you create a treasure token. Demon's Due. We like this one too. 3 in a swamp. Scry 2, then draw 2 cards. You lose 2 life. Pretty nifty one there. Expendable Lackey. It's an island to cast. It's a 1/1 human citizen. And for 1 in an island, you can exile it from your graveyard to create a 1/1 blue fish creature token with this creature can't be blocked. So this guy's pretty nifty. He gives us one of our unblockable fish. Boon of Safety. It's a plains. It's an instant. Put a shield counter on target creature. So you're pretty much protecting your guy. That's a good one. I like protecting my creatures. Gold Hound, if I remember right. This guy wasn't too spiffy. No, this was a spiffy one. It cost a mountain. It's an artifact treasure dog. It's a 1/1. It's got first strike menace, and you can sack it to produce a mana of any color. So for 1 mountain, you got a lot there for just 1 mountain. So that's pretty spiffy. We got Social Climber. A 2 in a forest. It's a 3/2 human druid with Alliance. And the Alliance ability is you gain 1 life. So that's really cool. As I said, I like to slam the field with creatures, so that's our type of thing right there. I'm not a fan of this Masked Bandit card, but I am a fan of this artwork. So I really like this card, but not for the ability or anything that it does, just because the artwork is fucking awesome, which is incredibly rare for me, because I normally don't care about the artwork. I'm more concerned with the actual card. But every once in a while, you get one really cool looking one like this that I really like. So Masked Bandit costs 3, a swamp, a mountain, and a forest. It's a 5/5 raccoon rogue. It's got vigilance and menace and attaches to a land. It's got the little land attaching thing there. This one's really cool. Midnight Assassin, 2 in a swamp. It's a 3/2 vampire assassin with flying and death touch. So a flying death toucher for 3. That's pretty neat. We got another one of our multi-lands that let you draw a card. Jewel Thief. It's a 2 in a forest. It's a 3/3 cat rogue with vigilance and trample. And when it enters the battlefield, you create a treasure. That's really nifty for 3, man. We won't say no to that. Riveter's Requisitioner. 1 in a mountain. It's a 3/1 Vishino rogue. And when it dies, you create a treasure token. It's got Blitz. So the Blitz ability is if you cast this spell for its Blitz cost, it gains haste. And when this creature dies, draw a card. and you sack it at the beginning of your end step. So you will for sure be drawing that card unless some guy exiles it before it dies. Be kind of a waste of an exile card if you ask me, since it's going to die anyway, but you never know. Maybe somebody's going to do that. I'm not too impressed with that guy, though. His blitz cost is higher than his regular cost, and his ability's not all that spiffy, so... Elegant Entourage, 3 in a forest. It's a 4/4 elf druid with Alliance, and its Alliance ability is it gets +1/+1 and gains trample until end of turn. But it's a 4/4 elf for 4, so I won't say no to that. I almost never say no to elves. Swooping Protector, 3 in a plains. It's a 2/1 bird citizen with flash and flying, and it enters with a shield counter on it. But it's only a 2/1 flyer for 4, so I'm not too impressed with you. We got the fountain! Holy shit, this is the only other one we were looking for other than the planeswalkers. So in our set booster, we got everything we were looking for except for we did not get a planeswalker, and we didn't get the fountain. As you can see, the fountain is a mythic, which would explain why it was hard to find. It is 2 in a plains. It's an artifact. For 1 plains, you can tap it. Untap a tapped creature you control and create a 1/1 green and white citizen creature token. 2 plains and tap it. Untap 2 tapped creatures you control and draw a card. But here's where it gets good. 5 plains and tap it. Untap 15 tapped creatures you control and you win the game. And we really like those auto win the game cards. This thing is fucking awesome. So now all we're looking for is planeswalkers, and we've got everything we're looking for. And I still got a collector box, just a regular forest. I've still got a collector box coming later this week. That won't be till Friday, so you won't see me opening that one till later in the week. But and I don't even know if that'll be Friday. It'll be Friday or Saturday or Sunday, whenever I get around to it. I can't guarantee you when that's going to be. But that's it. We're looking for planeswalkers now. There's our wizard token. We got everything we wanted so far, man, but those planeswalkers. Okay, Buy Your Silence. 4 in a plains. If I remember right, I didn't like this one so much. It's a sorcery. Exile non-land permanent. Its controller creates a treasure token. Yeah, I don't want to give him a treasure token. Jackhammer, this one kind of sucks. It's a 1 in a mountain. It's an equipment. Equipped creature gets +2/+0, and it costs 2 to equip. Rock's Pummeler, 5 in a forest. It enters the battlefield with a shield counter on it, and it has trample as long as it has a shield counter on it. It's a 6/3 Rhino Soldier. So you're not too spiffy, but you don't suck either, guy. You're going me all right, pile. Incriminate, I like this one. 1 in a swamp. Choose 2 target creatures controlled by the same player. That player sacrifices one of them. Big fan of that one. Run Out of Town. 3 in an island. The owner of target non-land permanent puts it on top or bottom of their library. Dapper Shieldmate, 3 in a plains. It's a 2/2 human soldier, and it enters with a shield counter on it. As long as it's your turn, it gets +2/+0. So you're not too spiffy, guy, because you cost 4. You do get the shield counter, though, so that kind of helps. Inspiring Overseer, 2 in a plains. It's a 2/1 angel with flying. When it enters the battlefield, you gain 1 life and draw a card. Get to draw a card too. Okay, you're going to be alright, pile. There's another one of our Evolving Wild style gain 1 life land searchers there. Girder Goons, 4 in a swamp. When it dies, create a 2/2 black rogue creature token. It's a 4/4 orc warrior with blitz for 3 in a swamp. Yeah, I'm not too impressed with you, guy. We got another one of our daggers there. Rogue's Gallery, 2 in a swamp. It's a sorcery. For each color, return up to 1 target creature card of that color from your graveyard to your hand. So you need a multicolored deck to make any use of that. This one's cool. This is a badass. Stimulus Package. 2, a mountain and a forest. It's an enchantment. Whenever stimulus package enters the battlefield, create 2 treasure tokens. Sacrifice a treasure, create a 1/1 green and white citizen creature token. So now your treasures can produce mana, or they can give you citizen tokens, man. So you can make mana or creatures with your treasure tokens. That's a bad fucker there, dude. Rumor Gatherer, 1 and 2 planes. It's a 2/1 elf wizard. I like elves. I like wizards. This one is an elf wizard, so we got everything we want there. And it's got Alliance, and the Alliance ability is Scry 1. If this is the second time this ability is resolved this turn, draw a card instead. So that's a nifty one that we like there. Rigo, Streetwise Mentor. A forest and a plains and a swamp or an island. It's a 2/2 cat citizen, and when it enters the battlefield with a shield counter on it. Whenever you attack a player or planeswalker with 1 or more creatures with power of 1 or less, draw a card. Huh. You're kind of a funky one, guy. That'd be kind of a hard... Ooh, wait. With power 1 or less... Your little fishy tokens are unblockable, and they're only 1/1 dudes. That's what you want. You want some 1/1 unblockable guys to utilize that guy. So if you've got that guy's good. Otherwise, he's kind of worthless. So you have to construct your deck just right for that guy. All right. What do we got here? What's our token? Oh, we got one of those bullshit token things, man. That's not even a real token. We got Fake Your Own Death. Don't think this is a spiffy one. 1 in a swamp. It's an instant. Until the end of turn, target creature gets +2/+0 and gains... When this creature dies, return it to the battlefield tapped under its owner's control, and you create a treasure token. All that for 1 in a swamp, dude. That's really tight. Disdainful Stroke, 1 and an island. Counter target spell with mana value 4 or greater. Refines Guidance. It's cost of planes. It's an enchant creature, and the enchanted creature gets +1/+1. But this is where it gets cool. You may cast it from your graveyard by paying 2 in a plains rather than paying its mana cost. So you can keep bringing it back from the graveyard. That's pretty... This one! This is a spiffy one here, man. Sticky Fingers. It's a mountain. Enchant creature. Enchanted creature has menace, and whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, create a treasure token. And when it dies, you draw a card. So if somebody wants to wipe it out because you just gave it all this shit... You'll still get to draw a card, and it only costs a freaking mountain. I'm a big fan of that one right there. That's pretty sweet. Civic Gardener, 1 in a forest. It's a 2/2 human citizen, and whenever it attacks, untap target creature or land. And I like untapping stuff, so that's pretty sweet. If only it was an elf instead of a human. We've got Snooping Newsy. Cost an island and a swamp. It's a 2/2 human rogue. And when it enters the battlefield, mill 2 cards. As long as there are 5 or more mana values among cards in your graveyard, it gets +1/+1 and has lifelink. That lifelink is what made the difference there. Chrome Cat. I don't think I've seen you, guy. It's a 3/2 cat that costs 3 to play. When it enters, you scry 1. Huh. Okay. You're not so spiffy. Body Dropper again. We got another one of our multi-draw lands there. Ceremonial Groundbreaker. 1, a forest and an island. It's an equipment. And the equipped creature gets +2/+1 and has trample. And you can equip a citizen for 1 or a creature for 3. So that's a pretty spiffy one I like. I like the artwork and everything on that. Refined Silencer. 2 and a swamp. It's a 1/1 human assassin, and when it enters the battlefield, it connives. And when it dies, target creature an opponent controls gets -X until end of turn, where X is its power. I'm not too impressed with you. Pugnacious Pugilist. 3 and 2 mountains. It's a 4/4 Org Warrior. And whenever it attacks, create a tapped and attacking 1/1 Red Devil creature token with... When this creature dies, it deals 1 damage to any target. And you can blitz it for 3 in a mountain. I'm a fan of this card. Keeps creating tokens for you. That's pretty neat. Shakedown Heavy. I haven't seen this one. 2 in a swamp. It's a 6/4 Org Warrior for 2 in a swamp. Huh. That has Menace. Holy shit. Whenever it attacks, defending player may have you draw a card. If they do, untap Shakedown Heavy and remove it from combat. Dude, you're a pretty nifty one, dude. So you can either attack with a 6/4 guy that only costs you 3 to play, or you can draw a card. You're a cool guy. I like that guy. Racer's Ring. This is another one of our draw lands right there. Dual draw lands. And a Spiffy Plains. So far, I'm digging this draft booster. It is not as good as the set booster we got, but that is to be expected. Typically speaking, what you're looking at is the draft booster has the less good stuff in it. The set booster will have more good stuff in it, and the collector booster is the upgraded version. And that's reflected in the cost of what the booster boxes cost to buy. So while it's not as good as our set, that is so far, it is to be expected. But we got our fountains, so I'm happy we just got what we were looking for, man. Murder, 1 and 2 swamps, destroy target creature. This is a reprint, obviously. Majestic Metamorphosis again. We got Gathering Throng. We've seen Riveter's Initiative. We've seen the High-Raz Sajak. Join the Maestros. 4 and a swamp. It's a sorcery. Oh, okay, this one again. Okay, yeah, they create the Org Warriors. Okay, Rakish Revelers. Okay, so we're seeing a lot of duplicates. Strangle. Cabarate Initiative. It costs a forest. It's a 1/1 Raccoon Citizen. And for 2 and a Mountain or Plains, it gains double strike until end of turn. So he's not too shabby, I guess. Sky Crier. Don't cry, guy. Don't cry. It'll be okay. 1 in a Plains. It's a 1/1 Bird Citizen with Flying and Lifelink. So already it's worth it just for that. And for 3 in a Plains, you and target opponent each draw a card. This guy is really fucking cool. Especially since he only cost fucking 2 for all that shit you get on him. So that's fucking awesome. A Little Chat. Cost 1 in an island. It's got Casualty 1. Look at the top 2 cards of your library. Put one of them into your hand and the other on the bottom of your library. So you'll essentially get to draw 2 cards if you do the Casualty thing. We got our Augur of Agonies. This is a cool card here. Cost 1, a Plains, an island, and a swamp. It's a 3/4 Advisor. And whenever you draw a card, target opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. It's kind of like a little mini Nesker type thing. We liked that card a lot. Patch Up. 2 and a Plains. Sorcery. Return up to 3 target creature cards with total mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. That's a pretty nifty one there. Broker's Ascendancy. Have we seen this one? A Forest of Plains and an Island. It's an enchantment. At the beginning of your end step, put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control and a loyalty counter on each planeswalker you control. That's a badass card right there. We really like that. And we got an island. So it looks like we're starting to see some duplicates, which is good. So we can kind of speed this along here. Open this up. What do we got going on here? What's our token? It's a rogue token. Ready to Rumble, 4 in a Mountain. Choose 1. Ready to Rumble deals 5 damage to target creature or planeswalker or destroy target artifact. And I am not too impressed with that one. Broken Wings. This is a very common reprint. 2 in a Forest. Instant. Destroy target artifact, enchantment, or creature with flying. You can get this out of all kinds of sets, so nothing too spiffy there. Corrupt Court Official, 1 in a Swamp. It's a 1/1 Human Advisor. And when it enters the battlefield, target opponent discards a card. Sewer Crocodile. This guy's cool. 5 in an Island. It's a 4/6 Crocodile. You can tap 3 in an island, and it can't be blocked this turn. This ability costs 3 less to activate if there are 5 or more mana values among cards in your graveyard. So if you got a bunch of stuff in your graveyard, you could probably tap 1 island to make them unblockable. Kill Shot. 2 in a Plains. It's an instant. Destroy target attacking creature. Light 'em Up. 1 in a Mountain. It's a sorcery with Casualty 2. Light 'em Up deals 2 damage to target creature or planeswalker. And we got another one of our gain 1 life lands. Inspiring Overseer. I think we've seen this one already. Halo Scarab we've seen. We've seen Spara's Adjacents. Riveter's Charm. Isn't this the not so fist? No, this is a different one. Okay, we haven't seen this one in this set yet. We saw it in our set booster, but not this one. It's an instant for a swamp, a mountain, and a forest. And you get to choose one. Target opponent sacrifices a creature or planeswalker they control with the highest mana value among creatures and planeswalkers they control. Exile the top 3 cards of your library until your next end step. You may play those cards, or exile player's graveyard, and that's the one I would probably pick right there. Graveyard Shift. Now this is my card. If you don't watch the channel very often, I only work like 1 or 2 day shifts, weeks of day shift a year. The rest of the time I'm on graveyards all the time. So this is my card, but I am not a fan of this card. So it costs 4 to swamp. This spell has, as long as there are 5 or more mana values among cards in your graveyard, it has flash. So it's an instant instead of a sorcery. And return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. It costs fucking 5 to do that, man. Glittering Stockpile. Have we seen this in this set or not? This is a really fucking cool card. I'm not sure if we saw it in the draft yet or not, so I'll just go through it again. It's a artifact treasure. Tap to add a mountain. Put a stash counter on Glittering Stockpile. Then you could sack it and add X mana of any one color, where X is the number of stash counters on Glittering Stockpile. So that's really fucking cool. Just keep building up your mana supply there. Arcane Bombardment. I don't think I've seen this one. 4 and 2 mountains. It's an enchantment. Whenever you cast your first instant or sorcery spell each turn, exile an instant or sorcery card at random from your graveyard. Then copy each card exiled with Arcane Bombardment. What? You may cast any number of the copies without paying their mana cost. What the fuck? Wait. So it costs 6. Holy fuck. So every time you cast your first instant or sorcery, you'll exile something from your graveyard, but then you'll exile. So if you've exiled 3 things, you'll copy all 3 of those cards. Then copy each card exiled with Arcane. Oh no, without their mana. Holy fuck, this is a bad son of a bitch, dude. Damn, dude, this is a bad fucker, man. And a plains. Well, that was awesome. Really liked that Arcane Bombardment, man. Holy shit. That's fucked up, man. I'd hate to have that thing played against me. Holy shit. We got that bullshit right there. We don't give a shit about that. Maestro's Initiative. 2 and a swamp. It's a 3/1 human citizen. And for 4 and an island or mountain, exile it from your graveyard. Draw 2 cards, then discard a card. So you're not so spiffy, guy. I don't like you. Broker's Veteran. 1 and an island. It's a 2/1 human soldier. When it dies, put a shield counter on target creature you control. So that's pretty spiffy to put a shield counter thing on. We've seen Refine's Informant, haven't we? 1 in a plains, 2/1 human wizard, and it connives when it enters. There's our Chrome Cat. Witty Roastmaster. This is a cool one. I use this a lot in our 2-headed giant play. It costs 2 and a mountain. It's a 3/2 Devil Citizen with Alliance. And the Alliance ability is it deals 1 damage to each opponent. Real spiffy one there. Warm Welcome. 2 in a forest. It's an instant. Look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may reveal a creature card from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order, and you create a 1/1 green and white citizen creature token. So you get a lot of bang for your buck there for 3. Celestial Regulator. I'm not a fan of this one. 1, a plains and an island. It's a 2/3 Angel Advisor, and it's got flying. When it enters, choose target creature you don't control and tap it. If you control a creature with a counter on it, then the chosen creature doesn't untap during the controller's untap step. So nothing too too spiffy. Not shabby, but not too spiffy. We've got one of our dual draw card lands there. Rooftop Nuisance, 2 and an island. It's got Casualty 1. It's a sorcery. Tap target creature. It doesn't untap during its controller's next untap step. And you draw a card. So, Security Bypass, 1 and an island. It's an enchant creature. As long as enchanted creature is attacking alone, it can't be blocked. And whenever this creature deals damage to a player, it connives. So if you're building a Voltron deck, that's really good because you'll just keep conniving with the guy. This guy's a bad fucker, dude. I like this guy. Dusk Mangler, 5 and 2 swamp. Now he does have a downside. He's a 5/4 horror, and in order to cast it, you have to either sacrifice a creature, discard a card, or pay 4 life. But when he enters the battlefield, each opponent has to do all 3 of those things. They lose 4 life, they discard a card, and they sack a creature. So that's a bad fucker there, man. I'm a big fan of that guy. That's pretty spiffy. This guy's a badass too, dude. He's a bad fucker. He's a freelance muscle, 4 and a forest. He's a 4/4 Rhino warrior. Whenever he attacks, he gets +X/+X until end of turn, where X is the greatest power and or toughness among other creatures you control. It's a bad fucker there. Sleep with the Fishes, 2 and 2 islands. It's an enchant creature. And when Sleep with the Fishes enters the battlefield, tap target creature, and you create a 1/1 blue fish creature token with this creature can't be blocked. Enchanted creature doesn't untap during its controller's untap step. So that's a pretty nifty one there. Rabble Rousing. I don't know if I've seen this one or not. 4 and a Plains. It's an enchantment with Hideaway 5. Whenever you attack with 1 or more creatures, create that many 1/1 green and white citizen creature tokens. Then if you create with 1 or more, so if you attack with 3, you're creating 3 1/1 tokens. Okay, gotcha. Then if you control 10 or more 10 or more creatures, you may pay the exiled card without paying its mana cost. I have in fact seen this card and it's badass. We got a spiffy forest there. That's my color. My favorite color is green, so we will never say no to forest. You'll be shocked. My favorite color is green and my favorite creature type is elf. What a coincidence, huh? If you don't know nothing about Magic, if you're just tuning in for the first time, green is where you'll find your elves at. Elves are very heavy in green. There's our treasure token right there. We got a treasure token. Obscure of Initiative. We've seen that one. We've seen Buy Your Silence. We've seen Jackhammer. We've seen the Pummeler, Incriminate, Run Out of Town. Echo Inspector, have we seen this one? Not sure if we've seen this one in the draft booster or not. It's a 3 and an island for a 2/3 bird rogue. And when it enters the battlefield, it connives. Got another one of our little evolving wild gain life things there. Broker's Initiative we've seen. We've seen Girder Goons. This one's a nifty one. Vampire Sovereign, 4 and a swamp. It's a 2/2 vampire warlock with flying. Whenever you gain life during your turn, put a 1/1 counter on it. And whenever you lose life during your turn, put a 1/1 counter on it. So this thing will buff up very quickly. Security Rocks. 2, a mountain, and a forest. Oh yeah, this guy's cool. 2, a mountain, and a forest. He's a 5/4 Rhino Warrior. So he's a 5/4 for 4. But you may pay a mountain and a forest rather than this spell's mana cost. Spend only mana produced by treasures to cast it this way. So if you have treasures, you can pull out a 5/4 guy for 2. Luxurious Liberation. This is a good one here. X Forced. It's an instant. Target creature gets +X/+X until end of turn. And you create a 1/1 green and white citizen creature token. That's a really cool one there. I really like that. Fleetfoot Dancer. 1, a mountain, a forest, and a plains. It's a 4/4 elf druid with trample, lifelink, and haste. So you're fucking awesome. We really like that. And we got a forest. And this is the last one, and then we're a third of the way through. This is the 1/3 mark after this. So. And we're starting to see a lot of doubles, so we should be speeding up here. We've got our Rhino Warrior token. We've got Chaldea Strong Arm, 4 in a forest. It's a 2/3 human warrior that enters the battlefield with 2 1/1 counters on it, and it's got Blitz for 3 in a forest. Revel Ruiner, 3 in a swamp. It's a 3/1 rogue with menace, and it connives when it enters. Backstreet Bruiser, 1 in an island. It's a 3/3 rogue with defender. As long as there are 2 or more counters among creatures you control, it can attack as though it didn't have defender. Revelation of Power, 1 in a plains. It's an instant. Target creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn. If it has a counter on it, it also gains flying and lifelink until end of turn. So that is badass for 2. That's a good one for 2. Plasma Jockey, 3 in a mountain. It's a 3/1 Vishino Warrior, and whenever it attacks, target creature an opponent controls can't block this turn. I'm not too impressed with you, guy. It can blitz for 2 in a mountain. This one kind of sucks. Paragon of Modernity. 4. It's a 2/2 Angel Warrior with flying. And for 3, it gets +1/+1 until end of turn. If exactly 3 colors of mana were spent to activate this ability, put a 1/1 counter on it instead. I mean, it's not crappy, but it's not so impressive. Glamorous Outlaw. We've seen this one, haven't we? Yep. Yes, we have. And we got another gain 1 life land there. Cutthroat Contender. It cost a swamp. It's a 1/1 vampire with pay 1 life. Cutthroat Contender gets +1/+0 until end of turn. Activate only once each turn. So you kind of suck, guy. Pyre Sledge Arsonist. It's 2 in a mountain. It's a 2/2 Vishino Shaman with 1 mana and tap. It deals X damage to any target, where X is the number of permanents you've sacrificed this turn. Huh. You're kind of a spiffy one. This one's cool. Courier's Briefcase, 1 in a forest. It's an artifact treasure with when it enters, create a citizen creature token and sacrifice it, add 1 mana of any color, or you can pay 1 of each mana to draw 3 cards. That's a spiffy one there. Citizen's Crowbar. It's a 1 in a plains equipment. And when it enters, you create a citizen creature token and attach the crowbar to it. Equipped creature gets +1/+1 and has a plains and tap. Sacrifice citizen's crowbar, destroy target artifact or enchantment. Not shabby for 2. Toperary Stomper. This was a cool one. It's a 4/4 Vigilance Plant Dinosaur for 1 in 2 forest. And when it enters the battlefield, search your library for a basic land card, put it onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. And it can't attack or block unless you control 7 or more lands. That's the only downfall there, but a 4/4 with vigilance and a land search for 3, man. You can't say no to that. Sleep with the Fish is shiny. We got a shiny one this one at a time, and a swamp. Put those over there. Here we go. I like how these ones are opening. They're not giving us too hard of a time, so that's nice. There's our treasure token there. And we got Dapper Shieldmate again, Ready to Rumble again, Broken Wings, Corrupt Court Official. We got another of our cool Sewer Crocodiles, Kill Shot, Shattered Seraph again. We got another Racer's Ring, which is a dual draw land. Mayhem Patrol. I'm not sure if we've seen this one yet or not. 1 and a mountain. It's a 1/2 Devil Warrior with menace. And when it attacks, target creature gets +1/+0 until end of turn. And you can blitz it for 1 in a mountain. I'm not impressed with you. If I remember right, this one was good. Ominous Parcel. 1. It's an artifact for 1. 2 and tap it. And sack it. Search your library for a basic land card, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle. Or for 5, tap it and sack it. It deals 4 damage to target creature. So a little bit of versatility there. Roko! We haven't seen Roko yet, have we? This is a fucking good one, dude. X, a mountain, a forest, and a plains. It's a 3/1 elf druid. And when it enters the battlefield, if you cast it, you may search your library for a creature card with mana value X or less, put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle. So it's a 3/1 elf for one of each color, and you can go find a guy and put him on the... This one's really good. Involuntary Employment. 3 and a mountain. It's a sorcery. Gain control of target creature until end of turn. Untap that creature. It gains haste until end of turn, and you create a treasure token. Lots of bang for your buck there. This is an elf that I'm not a fan of. Brazen Upstart. Mountain Forest Plains. It's a 4/2 elf with vigilance, and when it dies, look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may reveal a creature card from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Nothing too spiffy about that guy. Aven Heartstabber, an island in a swamp. It's a 1/1 bird assassin with flying, and as long as there are 5 or more values among cards in your graveyard, Aven Heartstabber gets +2/+2 and has Death Touch. When it dies, you mill 2 cards, then draw a card. Huh, you're kind of a nifty one. And we got a mountain. Guess I should be putting those lands over there in that pile. Oops. All right, we got a devil. This is the first devil token I've seen. Yeah, you're cool too, dude. So far, I'm liking all of our tokens so far. The City Express, we've seen this one. Yeah, we've seen that one. Crooked Custodian, 1 in a swamp. And it's a 3/2 orc that enters the battlefield tapped. Case the Joint we've seen. We've seen that one. We've seen Big Score. You can always slow down the video if you need to read them. We've seen that one. We've seen that one. There, you know what that does. That's a draw land there, dual land. We've seen him. We've seen that. Disciplined Duelist, a forest, a plains, and an island. It's a 2/1 human with double strike. And when it enters the battle, it enters with a shield counter on it. That is a real spiffy one there. I really like that card. Voice of the Vermin, 3 in a forest. It's a 2/2 human citizen, and it enters with a shield counter. When it attacks, target creature you control has base power and toughness 4/4 till end of turn. That's a spiffy one there. Broker's Charm. Have we seen this charm yet? No, we have not. A forest, a plains, and an island. It's an instant. Choose one. Target creature you control gets +1/+0 until end of turn. It deals damage equal to its power to target creature or planeswalker an opponent controls. Destroy target enchantment or draw 2 cards. Lots of versatility in that one. We got another Gallic Creatures and an island. All right. I guess I put the island over there. There we go. All right. Open her up. Nice. Very nice. What's our token? What do we got to deal with here? A treasure token. Sweet deal. And deal gone bad. Witness Protection. You've seen that. Celebrity Fencer. I like this card, man. 3 in a plains. It's a 3/2 elf with Alliance, and the Alliance ability is put a 1/1 counter on it. That's a sweet one there. Exhibition Magician, 2 in a mountain. When it enters, choose one. Create a 1/1 green and white citizen creature token or a treasure token. And it's a 2/1 human wizard. Nothing too impressive with you. Prize fight. Extract the Truth. 1 in a swamp. It's a sorcery with choose one. Target opponent reveals their hand. You may choose a creature, enchantment, or planeswalker card from it. That player discards that card, or target opponent sacrifices an enchantment. Pretty good deal for 2. There's another dual draw land there. Jetmir's Fixer, a mountain and a forest. It's a 2/2 cat warrior. For a mountain and a forest, it gets +1/+1 until end of turn. If mana from a treasure was spent to activate this ability, put a 1/1 counter on it instead. For the Family. Have I seen this one? I don't know if I've seen this one. It's a forest. It's an instant. Target creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn. If you control 4 or more creatures, that creature gets +4/+4 until end of turn instead. Huh. Not too shabby a one. Daring Escape. It costs a mountain. It's an instant, and target creature gets +1/+0 and gains first strike until end of turn. Scry 1. That's pretty sweet. Grizzly Sigil. We've seen that one. Crew Captain. Swamp, Mountain, Forest. It's a 4/2 human warrior with haste. It has indestructible if it entered the battlefield this turn. Public Enemy. Oh, this one sucks, dude. 2 in an island. Enchant creature. All creatures attack enchanted creature's controller each combat if able. When enchanted creature dies, draw a card. Yeah, that sucks there, dude. That's a shitty one. Jetmer's Second. Ginny Faye. Have we seen this one yet? No, but this is a badass one. We saw it in the set booster. I remember this one now. So it's a mountain or a forest and a forest or a plains. It's a 3/3 elf druid. If you would create one or more tokens, you may instead create that many 2/2 green cat creature tokens with haste, or that many 3/1 green dog creature tokens with vigilance. So if you're creating a bunch of tokens, instead of creating a bunch of 1/1 dudes, you could create a bunch of 2/2 dudes. And we got a Spiffy Forest. I do not say no to the Spiffy Forest, so that was neat. I'd like to see one more really badass pull out of this. We got the Fountain. Oh yeah, we've got the, what was the one? The one that let us play all the instants and sorceries from exile. That was a bad fucker, dude. Light him up. Chaldea Strongarm, Revel Ruiner, Backstreet Bruiser, Revelation of Power, Plasma Jockey, Sky Crier, Paragon of Modernity, Body Dropper, Tavern Swindler, 1 and a Swamp. It's a 2/2 human rogue. Tap it, pay 3 life, flip a coin. If you win the flip, you gain 6 life. This one's cool, dude. I like this one. Cleanup Crew. 4 and 2 forest. It's a 6/6 human citizen. When it enters, choose 1. Destroy target artifact, destroy target enchantment, exile target card from a graveyard, or gain 4 life. So it's a 6/6 that costs 6 and gives you a lot of versatility. Corpse Appraiser. An island, a swamp, and a forest. It's a 3/3 vampire rogue. When it enters the battlefield, exile up to 1 target creature card from a graveyard. If a card is put into exile this way, look at the top 3 cards of your library, then put one of those cards into your hand and the rest into your graveyard. And we got another Ginny Faye, so that's pretty cool. And we got Broker's Charm again. This one's all shiny, and we got a Plains. There we go. We're starting to speed up through these a little bit. What do we got here? A fish token. Nice. I like those unblockable fishies. Fake Your Own Death. Pretty sure we saw that one already. Disdainful Stroke. Raffin's Guidance. Sticky Fingers. Really like that one. Civic Gardener. Maestro's Initiate. Civil Servant. Gilded Pinions. Have we seen this one? Anyway, it's an equipment for 2. And when it enters, you create a treasure token. Equipped creature has flying. So not bad for 2. We got another one of those Evolving Wild gain 1 life things. There's another one of our cool Masked Bandit cards. Don't like the effects of the card, but really like that card. Nightclubber, 1 and 2 swamp. It's a 2/2 human warrior. When it enters the battlefield, creatures your opponent controls gets -1/-1 till end of turn. And you can blitz it. That's a real nifty one. Good for wiping out a lot of 1/1 tokens. Cabarati Charm. Mountain, Forest, Plains. Have we seen this one? I do not think we have. Choose 1. It deals damage equal to the number of creatures you control to target creature or planeswalker. Creatures you control get +1/+1 and gain trample until end of turn. Or create 2 1/1 green and white citizen creature tokens. This is a really good one. Really like that charm. Angelic Observer. 5 and a Plains for a 3/3 Angel Advisor. This spell costs 1 less to cast for each citizen you control. It has flying. Oh, this is a badass one. We like this one, dude. Horde Hauler, 3 in a mountain. It's a 5/5 vehicle with trample. And when it deals combat damage to a player, you create a treasure token for each artifact they control. And you can crew it for 3. So yeah, this is a badass one. We really like that. And we got a swamp. All right. Let's take a look at our token. Hey, I haven't seen one of these yet. It's a 2, so there must be a dog token in here somewhere too. It's a 2/2 cat with haste, man. And that one looks good too. I have not seen a token that I don't like the artwork for yet, so we got us a little kitty. We won't say no to the kitties. Cyanotic Scoop. 2 in an island. It's a 0/3 human rogue with flash, and when it enters, it connives. You're not too spiffy for 3, dude. I'm not impressed with that. Hold for Ransom. We've seen that one. We've seen the Gold Hound. We've seen Most Wanted. We've seen Demon's Due. That's a dual land that lets us draw. We've seen a lot of these spars as adjutants. Inspiring Overseer we've seen the Scarab. Suspicious Bookcase. This is a really cool card. It's a reprint. You can find a lot of these, but it's a artifact wall for 2. It's a 0/4 wall with Defender, but what makes it so spiffy is for 3, you can tap it and target creature can't be blocked this turn. So it helps make your creatures unblockable. For 2, it's also a Defender for 0/4 for 2, so that's pretty neat. Illuminator Virtuoso. 1 in a plains. It's a 1/1 human rogue with double strike. And when it becomes the target of a spell you control, it connives. This guy's really cool. Rob the Archives. 1 and a mountain. It's a sorcery with casualty 1. Exile the top 2 cards of your library. You may play those cards this turn. I am not a fan of you, because you'd have to have the mana to play those cards. Otherwise, they stayed exiled, so that kind of sucks. Scheming Fence. I don't even know if I've seen this guy yet. Plains in an Island. He's a 2/3 human citizen, and when he enters the battlefield, you may choose a non-land permanent. Activated abilities of the chosen permanent can't be activated. Holy shit, that's not even as long as he remains on the field. That's just period. Holy shit. Scheming Fence has all activated abilities of the chosen permanent except for loyalty abilities. You may spend mana as though it were mana of any color to activate those abilities. This guy's a bad fucker, dude. Oh, this guy will fuck you over, man. That's fucked up. Errant Street Artist. I don't think I've seen you. Cost an island. It's a 0/3 human rogue with flash. It has Defender and Haste. 1 in an island. Copy target spell you control that wasn't cast. You may choose new targets for the copy. You only cost 1, dude? You're fucking badass for 1, man. That's fucking tight. And we got a spiffy mountain. Well, I really liked that pack. That pack was cool. Even the token was cool, man. We got all kinds of spiffy shit out of that pack, dude. And we got another Express, Crooked Custodian, Case the Joint, Speakeasy Server, Big Score, Attendant Socialite, Midnight Assassin, really dig that card. We got another dual land draw card thingy, Jewel Thief. We got Snooping Lucy, Venom Connoisseur, 1 in a forest. It's a 2/2 human druid with Alliance. It gains Death Touch until end of turn. If this is the second time this ability is resolved this turn, all creatures you control gain Death Touch till end of turn. So that's a badass there. We really like that card. Torch Breath. X in a mountain. It's an instant. This spell costs 2 less to cast if it targets a blue permanent. This spell can't be countered. It deals X damage to target creature or player. Out of the Way. 3 in an island. It's an instant that costs 2 less to cast if it targets a green permanent. I don't like that, because that's what I like to play. Return target non-land permanent and opponent controls to its owner's hand. And draw a card. I don't like you, guy. Holy shit, isn't this the bad fucker? Yeah, I got one of these in the set booster too. So this is the second one of these super bad sons of bitches I got, dude. So this is Lord Xander the Collector. Check this motherfucker out, man. 4, an island, a swamp, and a mountain. So he is expensive, but wait till you see what he does, dude. He's a 6/6 vampire demon noble, man, and he's a commander. When he enters the battlefield, target opponent discards half the cards in their hand, rounded down. When he attacks, defending player mills half their library, rounded down. And when he dies, target opponent sacrifices half the non-land permanents they control, rounded down. He is a bad motherfucker, dude. What an asshole. And we got a force, so we are happy that. So, like I said, I was looking for one more badass pull, and we got it. So I am very happy with this box. We are super impressed with this box, man. This went good. Aw, that's a bullshit one, man. That sucked. Broker's Veteran. Have we seen this one yet? It's a 1 in an island. It's a 2/1 human soldier. And when it dies, you put a shield counter. Yeah, we saw this in the draft. Ratfane's Informant. Chrome Cat. Witty Roastmaster. Warren Welcome. Another one of our Evolving Wild 1 life gain ones. Girder Goons. And another one of those Evolving Wild thingies. Broker's Initiate. Ballroom Brawlers. Have we seen this one yet? 3 and 2 planes. It's a 3/5 human warrior. When it attacks, Ballroom Brawlers and up to one other target creature you control both gain your choice of first strike or lifelink until end of turn. So this is a pretty nifty one. Syndicate and Infiltrator. Not sure if we've seen this one yet or not. 2, an island in a swamp. It's a 3/3 vampire wizard with flying. As long as there are 5 or more mana values among cards in your graveyard, it gets +2/+2. Nothing too spiffy there. Slip Out the Back. I don't even know if I've seen this one yet. It's an island. Put a 1/1 counter on target creature. It faces out. Oh no, I've seen this one and it is fucking awesome, man. Really like that card. This guy kind of sucks. Shadow of Mortality. 13 and 2 swamps, man. Costs fucking 15 for a 7/7 avatar. If your life total is less than your starting life total, this spell costs X less to cast, where X is the difference. Security Bypass again, and a mountain. Alright, what we got here? We've got a Wizard Token. Expendable Lackey, Boon of Safety, Antagonize, Social Climber, Join the Maesters, Majestic Metamorphosis, Chrome Cat, Body Dropper, another of our draw dual lands, Nimble Larcenist. Have we seen this one? Don't know if we've seen this one in the draft yet or not. Plains, Island, and Swamp. It's a 2/1 bird rogue with flying. And when it enters the battlefield, target opponent reveals their hand. You choose an artifact, instant, or sorcery card from it and exile that card. So you're a pretty neat one. Riveter's Decoy. Whack. 3 and a swamp. This spell costs 3 less to cast if it targets a white creature. Target creature gets -4/-4 until end of turn. Fight Rigging. If I remember, this was a badass. 2 and a forest. It's an enchantment with Hideaway 5. At the beginning of combat on your turn, put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. Then if you control a creature with power 7 or greater, you may play the exiled card without paying its mana cost. Yeah, that is a badass for just 2 and a forest. I really like that card. And we got another Gathering Throng and a Spiffy Swamp. Alright, we're starting to speed up through these now. We've pretty much seen everything now. And an Org Warrior token. And Fake Your Own Death, Disdainful Stroke, Raffin's Guidance, Sticky Finger, Civic Gardener, Maestro's Initiate, Echo Inspector, another Evolving Wild Land thing, Quick Draw, Dagger, Strangle, Forge Boss. Have we seen this one yet? I think we have, but we'll go through it just in case I'm wrong. 2, a swamp and a mountain. It's a 3/4 human warrior with whenever one or more other creatures... whenever you sacrifice one or more other creatures, it deals 2 damage to each opponent. This ability only triggers once each turn. That's the shitty part about it. Arc Spitter. I'm not sure if this was the draft or the set we saw this. It's an equipment for 1. Equipped creature has 1. This creature deals 1 damage to target creature that's blocking it, and its equip cost is 1. Take to the Streets. 4 in a forest. It's a sorcery. Creatures you control get +2/+2 until end of turn. Citizens you control get an additional +1/+1 and gain vigilance until end of turn. That's a really good one if you got a citizen deck. Mysterious Limousine. 3 and 2 planes. It is a vehicle, a 4/4 vehicle. When it enters the battlefield or attacks, exile up to 1 other target creature until it leaves the battlefield. If a creature is put into exile this way, return each other card exiled with Mysterious Limousine to the battlefield under their owner's control. And you can crew it for 2. So if you've got a creature that has an enter ability, you can keep exiling it with this to keep triggering the enter ability. So that was pretty neat. We like that Limousine. It's a neat one. All right. Open that kind of funky. That went kind of weird. We got a treasure token. And we got Dig Up the Body. A neat one. Make Disappear. Backup Agent. Wrecking Crew. Glittermonger. Really like that one. Deal Gone Bad. Another Evolving Wilds. Inspiring Overseers. Scarab. Adjutants. Tainted Indulgence. Island and Swamp. It's an instant. Draw 2 cards. Then discard a card unless there are 5 or more mana values among cards in your graveyard. Cement Shoes. This one sucks. It's an equipment that costs 1. Equipped creature gets +3/+3 and has, at the beginning of your end step, tap this creature. Equipped creature doesn't untap during its controller's untap step. That sucks big time, dude. And it costs 2 to equip. Metropolis Angel. If I remember, I wasn't a fan of this one. 2, a Plains and an Island. It's a 3/1 Angel Soldier with flying. And whenever you attack with 1 or more creatures with counters on them, draw a card. Oh no, you're all right. You're a pretty cool guy. Soul of Emancipation. I don't know if I've seen this one. 4, a forest, a plains, and an island. It's a 5/7 avatar. When it enters the battlefield, destroy up to 3 other target non-land permanents. Holy shit. For each of those permanents, its controller creates a 3/3 white angel creature. Yeah, I've seen this one. It sucks. I don't want to give somebody angel tokens. And a plains. And this is the last one, and we're 2/3 of the way through. All right. We've got our little token here. And we've got Gathering Throng again, Riveter's Initiative, Rocks Pummeler, Murder, Obscure Initiative, Buy Your Silence, another Rackish Revelers. I am getting a lot of these guys, man. Another draw dual land thing, Celestial Regulator, Sky Crier, really like that one. Oh, this guy's cool, dude. Mr. Orfeo, the Boulder. 1, a swamp, a mountain, and a forest. He's a 2/4 Commander Rhino Warrior. Whenever you attack, double target creature's power until end of turn. That is fucking sweet. That guy's pretty cool. Hypnotic Grifter. Mage's Attendant. Not sure we've seen this one yet. 2 of the plains. 3/2 Cat Rogue. And it enters the battlefield. When it enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 blue wizard creature token with 1. Sacrifice this creature. Counter target non-creature spell unless its controller pays 1. Huh. Okay, you're all right for 3. We'll let it go. And another Topiary Stomper. And a Spiffy Island. That one's really, I really like that one. That one's really neat. And we're 2/3 of the way done now. 2/3 of the way through. But as you can tell, we're gaining some speed. So this last third should go by pretty quick. I can't believe we got another one of those badass, what was his name? Lord Xander or whatever his name was. Holy shit. And we got another fishy token. That's sweet. So all we need as far as tokens is a doggy token. I'm going to assume there's a doggy token in here somewhere. If we got a cat token. Case the Joint, Speakeasy Server, Plasma Jockey, Attendant Socialite, Fake Your Own Death, Backstreet Bruiser, another Evolving Wild Thing, Midnight Assassin, Masked Bandits, Sparza's Adjutants, Riveter's Charm. Yeah, we've seen this one. Luxurious Libation, Graveyard Shift, Devilish Valet. 2 in a Mountain. I don't even know if I've seen this guy yet. He's a 1/3 Devil Warrior with Trample and Haste. I already like you, guy. A 1/3 guy with Trample and Haste, and he only costs 3. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, double its power until end of turn. Holy shit. But that means, like, if you had 3 guys enter the battlefield after this guy, so you double it to 2, then you double it to 4, then it doubled to 8. Holy... You're a badass, dude. I like that guy. And we got a Spiffy Plains. So that was a good pack. All right. What you got for me, guy? Damn, that opened real good. That was perfect, dude. It doesn't get better than that. Rogue token. All right. What do we got here? Oh, I guess I should put that over there. I keep forgetting to do that. Broker's Veteran, Refine's Informant, Chrome Cat, Witty Roastmaster, Warm Welcome, Echo Inspector, another Evolving Wilds, Broker's Initiate, Girder Goons, Knockout Blow. We got another Glamorous 3. This one's a weird one, dude. Brass Knuckles. It's an equipment that costs 4. When you cast this spell, copy it. Equipped creature has double strike as long as it has 2 or more equipment attached to it. And it costs 1 to equip. It's a really weird one, dude. Black Market Tycoon, a mountain in a forest. It's a 2/2 cat rogue. At the beginning of your upkeep, Black Market Tycoon deals 2 damage to you for each treasure you control. And you can tap him to create a treasure. So he's kind of a funky one, dude. So, like, I don't know if he'd be good in a treasure deck or not, because he's going to deal damage to you for all the treasures you have. So... he's kind of a fun... Ooh, we got a shiny Dusk Mangler. That's nice. I really like that card, too. Swamp. All right. Might have to go get a drink after this pack, so I'll have to pause it for a moment. What do we get for our token? Treasure token. Nice. Just looking for a doggy now. Witness Protection. Celebrity Fencer, Exhibition Magician, Prize Fight, Extract the Truth, Cyanotic Snoop, our Initiate, our Rooftop Nuisance, another one of those dual draw land thingies, Security Bypass, Sizzling Soloist. Can't remember what you do, guy. It costs 3 in a mountain. It's a 3/2 human citizen with Alliance. And the Alliance ability is target creature an opponent controls can't block this turn. If this is the second time this ability has resolved this turn, that creature attacks during its controller's next combat phase if able. I'm not a fan of you, buddy. Obscura Charm. Pretty sure we've seen that one before. Refuse to Yield. This one's badass. It costs 1 in a plains. Target creature gets +2/+7 until end of turn. Untap it. So, it'd be badass just giving the creature +2/+7, but then you're untapping it too. That's a badass card, man. Ledger Shredder, 1 in an island. It's a 1/3 bird with flying. Whenever a player casts their second spell each turn, it connives. Any player? For 2? You're pretty cool, guy. I like that one. And a forest. I like that Shredder guy. He's pretty cool. Oh, shit. Uh-oh. Woo. I'm afraid I was going to start bending some cards there for a second. Holy shit. And we got a treasure token. Jackhammer. Our Sawjack. Incriminate. Our Sewer Crocodile. Kill Shot. Ready to Rumble. Another Revelers. Another Evolving Wilds. Strangle. Dagger. Another of our exotic pets. That's a neat one there. Fairy Vandal. We've seen Fairy Vandal, right? One in an island. It's a 1/2 fairy rogue with flash and flying. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, put a 1/1 counter on it. So yeah, that's a pretty nifty one. Too bad it's not for every card, but... The Magpie. Largera the Magpie. Lagrella? I don't know. The Magpie. Forest Plains Island. It's a 2/3 human soldier. And when it enters the battlefield... Oh, this is the badass. Exile any number of other target creatures controlled by different players until it leaves the battlefield. When an exile card enters the battlefield under your control this way, put a 2/2 count. Put 2 1/1 counters on it. So when it enters, you can exile. I believe it's one creature per player from the field. Soul of Emancipation and a Spiffy Swamp. That one's really cool too. I really like that one. That looks like something out of like from Hogwarts or something there, man. Like real old-fashioned-y, man. That one opened good. We liked how that went. Here's our token. Ooh, we got a 3/3 Flying Angel token. That's my first one of those. And that one was good looking too. So we haven't found a shitty looking token in this set yet. Dig up the body, make disappear. Backup Agent, Wrecking Crew. Yes, another Glittermonger. We like that one. Deal Gone Bad, Glamorous Outlaw, Paragon of Modernity, another Evolving Wilds, Shattered Seraph, Scuttling Butler, Psychic Pickpocket, Maestress Charm, Workshop Warchief. I don't think I've seen this yet. 3 and 2 Forest. It's a 5/3 Rhino with Trample. And when it enters, you gain 3 life. When it dies, you create a 4/4 green Rhino Warrior creature token. And you can blitz it for 4 and 2 Forest. Huh. You're pretty cool. I wouldn't blitz it. Forget the blitz. Just play the regular guy, man. And a mountain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So... that Rhino was pretty cool. We liked him. That was neat. Oh, that was shitty. Had to take off the corner. Open up, guy. Come on, work with me here. And we got another fishy for our token. Hold for Ransom. Goldhound. Most Wanted. Demon's Due. Expandable Lackey. Boon of Safety. Celestial Regulator. Another Draw Multi-Land. Initiate. Unlucky Witness. Fatal Grudge, Bouncer's Beatdown, Clever Conductor, Tolas. I don't think I've seen any of you. Plains in an island, and an island in a swamp. It's a 3/1 human rogue. When it enters the battlefield, it connives. Whenever you discard 1 or more cards, exile them from your graveyard. Oh, that sucks. When it dies, put the cards exiled with it into their owner's hand. Oh, never mind. Okay, that's not so shabby then. Well, you're pretty cool. That's a cool one there. That's kind of a nifty one. Undercover Operative. Haven't we seen this one before? No. 2 and 2 islands. It's a 0/0 Shapeshifter Rogue. And you may have it enter the battlefield as a copy of any creature on the battlefield, except it enters with a shield counter on it. This is a really spiffy one, and it's super shiny, man. Nice. And an island. Here we go. Open this one up. Maybe. Oh, this one actually gave us some issues, man. I think that's the first. Oh, god damn it. And we got a shitty fucking token thingy with it. God damn it. That sucked. All right. We got Broken Wings, Corrupt Court Official, Run Out of Town, Revelation of Power, Big Score, The Express, Cutthroat Contender, another Dual Land, Mayhem Patrol for the Family, an Offer You Can't Refuse, Riveter's Requisitioner, Elegant Entourage, Extraction Specialist. Have we seen this one? I'm not sure if we have. 2 and a Plains. It's a 3/2 human rogue with lifelink, so I already like you, guy. When it enters the battlefield, return target creature card with mana value 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. That creature can't attack or block for as long as you control Extraction Specialist. Yeah, still though, you get to bring him back. You can still crew vehicles or activate his ability. So, yeah, I really dig this one. This one's really cool, dude. And a really nifty looking island. Yeah, it seemed like they put a lot more into white on this one. It made white a little more spiffy. So I like that in this set. And we are down to our last 5 packs here. The final 5. Damn it. Bullshit thingy. Not even a real token. Witness Protection. Celebrity Fencer. That's a good one. Exhibition Magician. Prize Fight. Extract the Truth. Rooftop Nuisance. Sky Crier is a good one. Paragon of Modernity. Glamorous Outlaw. Call in a Professional. Rumor Gatherer. I don't even know if I've seen this one. It's an elf. Oh, yeah, okay. The Elf Wizard. 1 and 2 planes. It's a 2/1 Elf Wizard. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, scry 1. If this is the second time it's entered this turn, draw a card. I think we've seen this one in the draft booster already. My bad. Rogues Gallery. Endless Detour. This is a cool one, man. A forest, a plains, and an island. It's an instant. The owner of target spell, non-land permanent, or card in a graveyard puts it on top or bottom of their library. Tavern Swindler, it's all shiny, and a plains. Okay, this one gave us some problems. Not too bad, though. Not too bad a problem. And we got a Citizen Token. And we got Antagonize, Social Climber, Join the Maestros, Majestic Metamorphosis, Gathering Throng, Riveter's Initiative, Daring Escape, Civil Servant, Gilded Pinions, and a Dual Land, Raffian Silencer. Oh, nice. Another Glittering Stockpile, Swooping Protector, Evolving Door. Evolving Door. I have not seen Evolving Door yet. It's an artifact for 2 and a forest. 1 and tap it. Sacrifice a creature. Count the colors of the sacrificed creature. Then search your library for a creature card that's exactly that many colors plus 1. Exile that card, then shuffle. You may cast the exiled card. Activate as only a sorcery. Huh. You're kind of a weird one, dude. I'm not sure what to make of that one. I'm not sure if I like you or not, guy. And a swamp. Now, Evolving Doors was a weird one. We're down to our final 3. So I am satisfied with this draft booster. We got our Fountain, and we got another Lord Xander guy, and we got that. I can't remember the name of the card. There's a treasure token, but the one that lets you play exiled card instants and sorceries. Revel Ruiner, Disdainful Stroke, Dapper Shieldmate, Light 'em Up, Chaldea Strongarm, Crooked Custodian, another dual land draw thingy, Security Bypass, Shattered Sheriff, another Evolving Wilds thingy. Sweet, another Stimulus package, a little chat, another Freelance Muscle, sweet. Bootlegger's Stash. I don't think I've seen this one before. 5 and a forest? You better be pretty spiffy for 5 and a forest, dude. It's an artifact. Lands you control have tap, create a... Holy shit! Oh, damn, dude! Yeah, that's this one! Oh, that's a bad fucker, dude! Oh, and you know, when I first read this card, because I saw it, a spoiler of it, I read it wrong and thought that the lands had to tap for a treasure token. No, you can still tap them for the mana, but you can create treasure tokens with them too. This is a bad motherfucker there, dude. I completely forgot about this thing, dude. Oh, that was tight. And we got planes. I am super fucking happy with this draft booster, dude. It's probably just as good, if not better, than that set booster we got. And that set booster was pretty good, dude. Holy shit. The only downside is I have not seen any of the planeswalkers yet. There's a fishy. So, other than not seeing any of the planeswalkers, I am fucking happy, son of a bitch, dude. Cyanotic Scoop, Hold for Ransom, Goldhound, Most Wanted, Demon's Dude, Jetmir's Fixer, Ominous Parcel, Snooping Noosie, Jewel Thief, Ceremonial Groundbreaker, Pugnacious Pugilist, Vampire Scrivener, the Dragon's Lash. Not sure if we've seen this in the draft yet or not. I know I've seen it. So it costs 1, a swamp and a mountain, and a mountain or forest. It's a 3/3 Vashino Warrior with haste, so it's already worth it just for that. Whenever a creature you control with haste attacks, create a tapped treasure token. Yeah, he's fucking badass. And he's a potential commander. He's a bad motherfucker. Riveter's Initiate, Joe Shiny and an island. So I am super happy. We're down to our last pack. I am very happy with this draft booster. Let's see what we got here. Maybe we'll get that planeswalker we're looking for in here. Who knows? But even if we don't, I am happy, motherfucker. We got a treasure token. Rocks Pummeler. Murder. Obscure Initiate. Buy Your Silence. Jackhammer. Our Sawjack. Our Mayhem Patrol. Our Cutthroat Contender. Our Dual Land Draw Card thingy. Jetmir's Fixer. Pyre Sledge Arsonist. Patch Up. Argur of Agonies. Oh yeah, this is like the mini. This is the mini Nesker. I really like that card. I might even make a commander out of that. I might make another Nesker type deck out of that. And Wiretapping. I'm not sure if we've seen this in the draft or not, so I'll take you through it. 4 and an island with Hideaway 5. Whenever you draw your first card during each of your draw steps, draw a card. Then if you have 9 or more cards in hand, you may play the exiled card without paying its mana cost. It's a pretty alright one. And a plains. And so there you have it. That is the draft booster box opening. That's about what you can expect. Don't get angry if your draft booster is not as good as mine. We got some really good shit out of that. I am a big fan of this set. I love the artwork, the art style of the set, the mechanics of the set. This is the best set they've released in a while. I've said this in my set booster box opening. This is just a really damn good set, really solid. If you're new to Magic and you don't know what set to get or anything, this is a really good one to jump in on and grab. It's one of the more powerful sets, but it's also ironically really well balanced. And like I said, the artwork is great. Love the mechanics. I love everything about this set. I cannot recommend this set enough. So if you're looking to buy any of the sets they released in like the last year or two, if you're looking to just get one, this would probably be the one I recommend. This is a really good set. This is my favorite one they released in a while. So there you have it. That is our draft booster box opening. Don't forget to check out my set booster box opening. I'll have that one downloaded before this one gets uploaded. In fact, it's already on there right now, so go check that one out. Sometime later in the week, I have the collector box coming in, and I have the commander decks coming in. So me and my brother will probably rip those open and play a couple commander games with those commander decks, so you can see how a game would play out. The problem is there's 5 commander decks, and we'll only have me and him as players. So we'll either just play the 2 games with commander decks, or we might have to reuse one of those commander decks and do a 5th game with that other deck. Or I'll just rip it open and show you what's inside the 5th one that we don't use. Which way we go, I haven't decided yet. We'll probably just play that by ear and make a decision on the fly. But you will get those. You will get a look at those commander decks later. I don't know if it'll be this weekend. I should have them Friday. But but I'm not sure if I'll have time to do that Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, or if they'll have to be pushed till next week. I'm not sure. So, but I will get that done as soon as I can. I've got other things going on, obviously. I'm just some schmuck on YouTube. This isn't what I do for a living. So cut me just a slight bit of slack on the timing there. But I'll get